Hello, Bruce.
Hi, Simon.
How are you today?
I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. How are you?
Good. Well, I'm not feeling as good as that, but I'm all right.
Well, that's good.
And hello to everyone listening to us.
Oh,
we
hi.
hope you are all equally well.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just more interested in talking to Simon. I mean, by all
Fair.
means, listen.
Yes, but don't interrupt.
Oh, no, please don't interrupt.
So what would the people listening be interrupting were they so able to do? What is this?
I have no idea. It's completely
Okay,
blank.
fine. Good. Okay, well, we'll just sit here and chin-wag about whatever for half an hour.
What could we say? What could we say?
Could talk about potatoes. No, done that.
Potatoes?
Could talk about
Vikings.
camels. No, done that.
So today we're going to be talking about those things that don't exist.
Smurfs.
No. They're there, but they're only there because of the stuff around them.
Ah, they're there because they represent a lack of stuff.
Yes.
Sounds like a hole to me.
Sounds like a whole lot of holes.
It does, doesn't it? So today, here on Factoraly, we are going to be talking about holes.
And because it's Factoraly, we're going to be discussing it for about half an hour, and we think it's fairly inconsequential, but we're going to try and make it fun.
Yes, there we go. That sums it up nicely. So holes, where on earth do you start with this? Nobody invented the hole. There's no origin of holes. It's just a lack of the presence of something.
I think you have to start with a star, don't you?
You probably do, yeah.
A collapsing star.
Yes, specifically if you're talking about black ones.
Well, going back to origin.
Oh, see, as far back as that. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
so I mean that's as far back as I can go. Is the basically the explosion that formed the universe.
Yes.
I mean that's not Egyptian or Roman or anything, but
No, that's way earlier than that. And did that happen within a hole?
well, this is a good question.
Did the hole come first?
whether it was actually all sucked in from another hole somewhere else and exploded out here?
Yes. Well, crikey.
Who
Okay,
knows?
so we're starting as we mean to go on.
Oh yes.
Tackling the small subjects first.
So what's a black hole?
It's a hole,
Yes.
right, that's really dark.
Why is it dark?
Because the gravitational pull around a black hole is so great that nothing can escape it, including light.
Wow.
So all the light gets sucked into it. Allegedly, time gets sucked into it as well, according
Yes.
to Albert Einstein's theory of relativity.
Yeah, and Star Trek.
And Star Trek, of course, much more reliable. Black holes are sort of an imploded star which has then so much mass that everything gets sucked into it, including light and space and time and everything.
Yes.
I don't, clearly we can't go and find one and fly a ship into it and report back what happens because A, they're a really long way away,
Yeah.
and B, if the theories are correct, it would kill everyone on board.
Well, then
So-
they're not all massive, though, are they?
No, I suppose not.
There are ones called primordial black holes,
Okay.
which are absolutely tiny. I mean, they
Right.
might be the size of an atom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they kind of have evaporated over time. But there may be loads of them all over the universe that we have no idea about.
Right. I remember there being a bit of concern when they first switched on the Hadron Collider at CERN,
Yes.
that if things followed their natural logical path, it might actually end up accidentally causing a black hole and we'd all be sucked into it.
Yes.
Thankfully, as far as we know, that didn't happen. Or maybe it did and we've just all ended up being in a parallel universe where nothing is how it used to be.
Yeah. I mean, some of these black holes are pretty big, though. I mean, a little one is about 5 to 10 times bigger than our sun.
Really? That's quite large,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And then sort of like the next level up from that is sort of like about 100 times bigger than the sun.
Right.
And then you get intermediate ones. And intermediate ones are about sort of hundreds of thousands of suns.
Right.
Can you imagine something 100,000 times bigger than our sun?
Not at all, no.
Or heavier, at least.
No. So if our galaxy ever drifted anywhere near one, it's safe to say stuff would happen.
Well, there's one at the middle of our galaxy.
Is there?
So at the middle of the Milky Way, there's what's called a supermassive black hole, known as SGR A star, with a mass of over 4 million suns.
Good grief.
And that's why the Milky Way spins around it. The Milky Way is in a constant state of fall into the black hole, but not quite getting there.
Gotcha. Okay. Which is why you sort of look at a picture of the Milky Way and it sort of looks like an eye.
Yes, like a spiral.
Gotcha. Right. So we are then, generally speaking, gradually, bit by bit, all being pulled into a black hole.
Yes, but I think, it's not Tuesday.
Fine. No.
I think we've got enough time.
We'll be all right for a bit. So from black holes to another colour of hole.
Okay.
I didn't know this was a thing until now. Blue holes.
Blue holes?
Blue holes.
Okay.
So blue holes are anomalies that exist out at sea.
Right.
It's basically a sinkhole. It's a massive, great big pothole in the ocean bed where the water in the middle of the hole is deeper and therefore it looks much darker.
Yeah.
And the water around that area, sort of sitting up on the shelf around the hole, if you will.
Yes.
That's the regular ocean water that's got sort of good flow and currents and so on, and that looks lighter because you can see the sand or the rock beneath.
Right.
So so the currents flow around the hole but not in the hole, and therefore the water in the hole is still and doesn't really sort of nurture life terribly well. So they're these strange anomalies that divers love going and exploring and sort of seeing what caused them and how long they've been there and how deep they go and all that sort of stuff. The largest blue hole is located about 100 kilometres off the coast of Belize, and it's called the Great Blue Hole.
The Great Blue Hole.
Imaginative. And this thing is 300 metres wide.
Okay.
And 125 metres deep. And you look at an aerial photo of it, and there's no mistaking it. People sort of go out on their boats, or they go out diving or swimming or whatever. You look down from above, and it's like, look out! There's a great big hole.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's quite a bizarre-looking thing. Apparently, Jacques Cousteau went exploring this particular blue hole on Calypso in 1971.
Okay.
And they went diving down into this hole, and where the sort of the rocks on the walls on the side of the hole have eroded over the years, little branches and caverns and caves form underneath the water. And Jacques Cousteau went diving down here and discovered that there were stalactites on the roof of these branches going out from the hole, thus implying that at one point it was above ground. So as the hole has been formed, there have been caves and caverns and tunnels. Then the seas have risen, the hole has been filled in over time, and now it is what it is.
Oh, cool.
I'll put a link up on the website if you go and have a look at our show notes on factoraly.com.
Factoraly.com.
That's the one. You'll find a 3D map of this particular blue hole. And it's
fun.
a wonderful looking thing. And
do you need glasses for it?
No, you're okay. It's just the magic of modern technology. It's fine.
Right. Okay. Wonderful.
But yes, a couple of submarines went down there in 2018 and managed to get a really good looking 3D map of the thing. And there's a whole website dedicated to this thing.
Whole website.
A whole website. Funny. Blue holes.
Well, talked about sinkholes.
Yes.
Do you know about cenotes in Mexico?
I do not. Tell me.
So cenote it's a natural pit. It's a sinkhole. Basically, what happens with these sinkholes is that they erode either by dissolution, so it could be that water gets into some sort of sandstone and then dissolves the sandstone away and makes like a natural cave or a natural hole.
Yeah.
But in Mexico, on the Yucatan Peninsula, there's like a secret waterway underneath the ground.
Oh.
And in places, because they make sort of underwater river, but sometimes the ceiling of the underwater river, i.e. our ground, gives way to make a hole.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
So these cenotes, you can actually go swimming in them.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. Oh. So there's some quite famous ones where you can actually walk down, and then you can go into the sinkhole, into the cenote, and then that cenote leads to another cenote. So if you want to, you can swim from one to the next one.
Right.
Sometimes it's underwater, so for a little bit, so you have to hold your breath for a bit.
Sure.
Talk about stalactites. I mean, they are brilliant for that. And the last time I was in Mexico, I had a really good time just exploring a few of these cenotes.
Wonderful. How interesting. I hear sinkhole and I just think of Do you remember, it must have been about 10 years ago, we just suddenly started having quite a lot of sinkholes appearing on British roads. You sort of had the mid-morning traffic just driving along, and all of a sudden the tarmac gives out into a sort of a 10, 20, 30-foot hole.
Yes.
And this seemed to be quite a thing a little while back, and now it seems to have stopped. I don't know if that... Maybe we were just having a very odd year. I don't remember.
It might have been very wet. I mean, for example, there were, I think, 4 garages in Ripon in North Yorkshire.
Yeah, that's right. They just sunk into the ground, didn't they?
Yeah, they just vanished.
That's right.
and that was because the water had actually sort of washed away the ground underneath the garages.
Yes.
Yes, as opposed to holes in the road.
Yes, potholes.
Potholes.
Yes.
So potholes are quite interesting as well. They're caused by erosion too, but they're caused by erosion from the surface.
Yes, from above rather than from below.
And we have a lot of potholes.
We do, don't we?
We do. They reckon that there's a new one appears every 10.5 seconds.
Good grief.
In the UK.
Really?
Yes.
I hadn't really realised how bad the problem was, but a friend of mine from LA lives here now, and they just sort of looked at me as if to say, why on earth have you got so many potholes in your roads? We don't have these back home. And I felt slightly offended that, the good old British road system wasn't as good as theirs. But it's all because of weather, isn't it?
Generally, yes, it's freezing and thawing as well.
Yes. So we get a lot of rain that seeps into the ground. It gets really cold. It turns into ice. The ice expands, makes cracks. Then the ice melts, and the space that it had previously filled became space, and therefore the ground sinks down.
Yes. But now from memory, there was a guy who decided that he was going to get all the potholes in his area sorted out by making them into a drawing, which we shall call a cock and balls.
Okay, fine. Good.
So basically he drew this around all of these potholes, which meant that the council had to do something.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There was a Welsh chap who went swimming in a pothole.
Good grief, how big was the pothole?
Quite big.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I say swimming. He basically was able to jump into it up to his neck.
Gosh. I mean, that's hardly even a pothole, is it? That's just a hole.
Well, again, that we have the blog.
Yes.
I will put video of this chap jumping into a pothole in his swimmers.
How wonderful. Now, I wonder if that's connected to this. I found this was a report quite recently, actually, just in the last month. There's a village near Wrexham, which I can't pronounce because it's Welsh, but there is a village near Wrexham, which has so many potholes on the main road going through its village, and they've all petitioned the council again and again to do something about it, and they've just said, nope, sorry, it'll cost too much, it's not worth our time. And they've decided to make a local tourist attraction of this road, dubbing it Pothole Land. So they've made this little theme park, as they call it, called Pothole Land, and there are pictures and there are signs, and there's a sign as you enter the village that says, 2 kilometres of award-winning potholes with very little actual road to spoil your fun. This is guaranteed to be the deepest, longest and widest potholes in all of Wales.
Dear. Yeah, I mean, potholes attract a lot of attention, don't they?
Yes, they do. Well, they're quite a nuisance, aren't they? Well, they're not just a nuisance, but, if your car is constantly bouncing in and out of holes, it can damage your car. Apparently the AA, this is sort of a continuation on from Pothole Land. The AA revealed that the cost of repairing vehicles in this country damaged by potholes in 2024 reached £579 million.
Wow.
Of pothole-related damage. That was over £1 million more than the previous year.
Pothole-related damage. So is that damage to the road and to cars?
No, just to cars.
Just to cars?
Yeah, so that was a report from the AA. So that figure was just how much money people have to spend on repairing their cars because they've gone over potholes and it's damaged their suspension or their tyres or whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently the cost to filling every single pothole in the UK would be around £16.3 billion.
Goodness.
Hence, no one's doing anything about it.
No one except Rod Stewart.
Go on. What did Rod Stewart do about it?
Well, Rod Stewart, it got his dander up, basically. There were some potholes around where he lived.
Right.
And he decided just to get a shovel and some tarmac.
Yes.
And basically fill in his own potholes.
Did he?
Yeah, because his Ferrari kept on going down potholes.
Oh, I hate it when my Ferrari goes down a pothole.
I know, he wasn't happy. So he basically just filled in all the potholes around where he lived.
Well done, Rod Stewart. Another group of celebrities who made mention of some potholes. Gosh, this is a loose link. The Beatles. The Beatles.
What?
Yes. So there's a song lyric that has bugged me since I was a kid. And I finally, at the ripe old age of 46, got round to actually looking up to what it's about. The Beatles song, A Day in the Life.
Yes.
One of the lyrics said, I read the news today, oh boy, 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire.
Yes.
Though the holes were rather small, they had to count them all. Now they know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall. And this was actually in reference to the fact that there was a particular road in Blackburn, Lancashire, that had 4,000 potholes in it.
Okay.
So totally in keeping with the current theme. Isn't it a lot?
Yeah.
And it was all in the Daily Mail. This was in 1967. And the Beatles just decided to, put that in as a throwaway comment into their song. And the bit about the Albert Hall was nothing to do with it at all. It was just a nice little rhyming couplet to go with it. But apparently the Royal Albert Hall took offence at the idea of being mentioned in this song, as if to say the Albert Hall should be filled with all of these holes or something to that effect. And they officially asked the Beatles to rewrite that line in the song, to remove them from it. And the Beatles refused. So there it still is to today.
So how many holes does it take to fill the Albert Hall?
Well, that's the annoying thing. It doesn't actually say.
No, but you can work it out.
Well, I suppose it would depend on how big the holes were.
Well, so the Beatles said, although the holes were rather small,
Yes.
they had to count them all. Okay? So if you take rather small holes,
Yes.
so the average is, let's say, about 50 litres. So say a quarter of a bathtub.
Okay, fine. That's a good visualisation.
So if you take a quarter of a bathtub as being the size of the hole,
Yep.
and then you look at the volume of the Royal Albert Hall,
Right.
which is about 100,000 cubic metres,
Okay.
that means it would take about 2 million holes,
Holes to fill the Albert Hall.
to fill the Albert Hall.
Would it really?
If it was only 4,000,
That'd have to be.
then it would probably, each hole would have to be about 140 bathtubs.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
they're not rather small, are
No,
they?
they're not rather small at all. Those are rather large holes.
Yes.
Well, what can you say? John Lennon obviously didn't do his maths.
Can I just point out that I didn't do any of this stuff? There was some other poor sad bugger who did it.
You may point that out, but I'm just going to say I love the fact that you found that out, because I couldn't find the answer and I went looking. What is interesting is that coincidentally, I couldn't find proof that this is actually what that line in the song is about, but coincidentally that very same year, 1967, the Royal Albert Hall installed all those disc-shaped.
Oh, what, the flying saucer thing?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
To improve the acoustics within the Albert Hall. And coincidentally, there are 4,000 odd of them. So it may have been a reference to these 4,000 circular potholes looking like those discs in the Albert Hall. Who knows?
Yes. What other sorts of... Oh, I suppose there's food, isn't there? There's food with holes.
There is
in it.
always food.
Yes. Cheese.
Yes.
Cheese has holes.
Cheese does have holes.
Do you know why cheese has holes?
I should know why cheese has holes, because I feel like we covered that in our episode on cheese.
We may well have done.
But it was so long ago, I can't remember.
I don't think we found this out, though.
Go on.
Which is that for years it was believed that it was bacteria that were forming the holes.
Okay.
Latest scientific research has suggested that it might be hay, little particles of hay,
Hey?
that are causing the holes in cheese.
Right. Why is there hay anywhere near the cheese?
I don't know. It accidentally falls into the vat while they're making it. I have absolutely no idea.
How very odd.
But I do know how they get holes into donuts.
Go on.
Well, they don't, do they?
No, they don't.
But you can buy donut holes, apparently.
Can you?
there's a sort of a little bit of cake, which is like a bit of donut, like just a round thing of donut that looks like it came out of the middle of a donut.
As if to say that the donut was solid and they extracted the centre from every single one of them to form a perfect whole.
Exactly.
They did that with polos as well, didn't they? Do you remember? You could buy pots of polo holes, which were lovely. They were just, these tiny little blobs of polo.
That's true.
Very nice.
I've forgotten about polos and lifesavers and all those other things that have holes in them.
Yeah. Okay, spur of the moment. Any other foods that have holes in?
Oh, hang on. Holy foods.
Toad in the hole?
Well, yes, technically, it's a whole food.
Yes. Brilliant.
Donuts are quite interesting to physicists.
Are they?
Because they believe that it may be that the universe is donut shaped. It's called a torus.
Oh, I see.
So the reason why it doesn't have an end, why the universe has no end, is because it's actually circular.
Oh, yes, okay.
And I was watching QI, and they were talking about holes. And somebody talks about how many holes do you get in a rubber ring?
Oh, that rings a bell.
And the answer is 2. So there are 2 holes in a rubber ring. There's one through the middle of the rubber ring,
yes.
But the other hole is the hole that goes all the way around the inside.
Yes, that's right. Yes, the space, the air inside the thing, yeah.
Yes, and that's definitely this idea of a torus.
Okay.
Actually, while we're in space, again, there's a hole on Mars.
Oh, is there?
Which they've just spotted.
Right.
They sort of, because they've got such high resolution on their cameras now, and they've spotted a hole that's basically like a hole in the crust of Mars that you can see into Mars.
Oh, God.
And they don't know whether it's the impact of an asteroid or if it's just subsidence that's kind of opened a hole, and so you can actually see into the inside of Mars.
Wow.
But it is cool that it's in an area of Mars which has what they call Swiss cheese terrain. What about sound holes?
Sound holes?
Yes.
What's that?
F holes, O holes, things like that.
I have no idea what's going on.
It all sounds terribly rude.
It does.
but it isn't. I mean, if you think about violins and guitars.
Oh, sound holes.
Yes.
Right.
You've got to have a hole for the sound to come out.
Yes, you have.
And the shape of the letter F on a violin is very specific to allow the sound to come out in a predetermined way.
Okay.
As is the hole in a guitar.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah. So if you don't have the hole, it just sounds, well, picture playing an electric guitar without plugging it in. It doesn't really make an awful lot of noise.
Well, electric guitar is okay because you don't need a sound hole for an electric guitar, but an acoustic guitar absolutely needs a sound hole.
Yes, totally. I wonder who first came up with the idea of the F shape on a violin then? Do you think they tried various other shapes and other letters?
Maybe well, I mean, given the F is used in musical notation, it could be that they could have tried like a bass clef. Yes, a P, all sorts of different shapes.
Yeah. Oh, how interesting. I had my voiceover sound engineer-y hat on when you said sound holes, and I thought, is this a technological term about having gaps in your audio waveform that I don't know about, and am I about to be really embarrassed because I've never heard of them? So I'm glad it was that.
Yes, no, it was just that. Right,
fine. I had a look at golf holes.
Right.
This was really odd. I went on to a particular search engine, others are available, but you all know the one I'm talking about, and looked up facts about holes, and it just kept on coming up with more and more and more facts about golf, as if golf holes were the only type of hole in the universe. And I have no interest in golf whatsoever, but because it just kept on recurring, I thought, well, I better write some of this down. England has, just England, not the UK, just England, has roughly 2,270 odd golf courses in it, not including crazy golf. And of those courses, some of them have 9 holes, some have 18 holes. There are a total of 31,620 individual golf holes in England. There's a standardised size for golf holes, which was introduced in 1891 by the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St Andrews.
Of course it was.
Brilliant name. And they standardised the golf hole to 4 inches deep and 4¼ inches in diameter. And I found a wonderful little video of how golf holes are made, which, again, we will put a link to on the website. There's a device called a golf hole cutter, and it's a circular cutter that they hammer into the ground, and it just sort of pulls this plug of earth out of the ground. They drop a little plastic cup into it and sort of again sort of hit it down so that it's nestled in there quite tightly.
So you get that nice sort of that noise when the golf ball goes into the cup.
There, exactly. Yeah. But the cup generally sits sort of an inch below the surface of the soil so that it's really nicely embedded in there and doesn't shift around. And you get this little bit of white plastic trim that sits atop the cup so that the edge of the hole is firmly in place and doesn't crumble in, etc., etc.
They move the holes.
No. What? No.
So basically what you do is you make another hole.
Right.
And then the stuff that you take out of the other hole, you put into the hole that was there before.
Okay.
So that it means that each time you play golf, you have to sort of assess the green to sort of check how your putt should go. Because otherwise you get used to the way that the green runs.
Do you know how often they do that?
I don't. I just know that they do it.
That's brilliant. So you could have that particular hole, excuse the expression, but down to a T. And then the next time you go and play there, they've moved the hole.
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's a way to keep.
But you still know where it is because there's a flag.
It's a good big flag. Yeah, sure. But still, it's how interesting. I didn't know that.
How do you feel when you see holes?
Bit empty, really.
You don't feel scared or anything?
I mean, it depends on the size of the hole. If I walked up to a whopping Great Canyon or a gorge or something, I suppose it could be a little bit intimidating.
But if you see lots and lots of small, equally spaced, equally sized holes, it doesn't get to you.
No, I don't have an issue with that.
So what you don't have is trypophobia.
No, unless it's a phobia of tripping over things.
It's a fear of repetitive patterns.
Oh.
So it's especially towards holes.
Right.
So holes, repetitive patterns, protrusions. So a lot of people, if they see a series of repetitive holes, like on a cheese grater or something like that, that makes them nervous.
Oh, right. And I think, yes, I seem to remember the texture of the surface of a golf ball, since we're in golf.
Yes.
Because there are lots of little repeated dimples in the ball, and it just sort of sets these people's teeth on edge and makes them feel really uncomfortable.
Yes. So they probably won't play golf.
Probably not. No.
We've talked about gravity and holes, but you don't have to go that far to find a gravity hole.
Don't you?
Not really. If you go sort of south of India,
right,
there's a thing called a gravity hole. It's called the geoid low.
Okay.
The Indian Ocean geoid low. It's a gravity anomaly in the Indian Ocean. It's basically that the country of India used to be a few hundred miles south of where it currently is, and then when the tectonic plates moved, millions of years ago, sort of India moved up into Asia.
Yeah.
So sort of the Indian plate moved to join the Eurasian plate. But where it was very deep. And actually it was quite a thin crust on the Earth that would normally sort of protect the crust of the Earth from the gravity pull of the core.
Okay, right.
But the gravity pull of this region is weaker than normal by about 0.005%.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow. Is it notable? I mean, do you actually sort of feel a little lighter on your feet as you sail past?
I doubt it. I mean, like 0.005% of the percent is not a lot.
It's not a lot, but still, I mean, it must have been enough for someone to notice it because it's measurable.
Yes, I suppose so. Somebody did notice it.
Yeah.
It was in 1948, a Dutch geophysicist called Felix Meines.
Right, okay.
And he was doing a gravity survey on a ship in 1948, and they noticed this. And it wasn't until May 2023 when it was explained away using computer simulations and seismic data.
Wow.
There's a hole called Mel Waters' hole.
Mel Waters' hole?
Mel Waters' incredible hole.
Okay.
There's a guy who rang into a radio show, and he said that there was a seemingly bottomless hole on his property.
Right.
And he wouldn't say exactly where it was, but he said it was roughly 9 miles west of Ellensburg in Kitts County, Washington.
Right.
And according to him, the hole's an open secret, and locals have been dumping stuff there for centuries. And they've been calling it the Devil's Hole and all sorts of things. And nobody really knows if it actually exists because he made lots of claims about it.
Right.
He said that it brought pets back to life. They sort of lower pets, a bit like sort of Pet Cemetery.
Right, okay.
He reckoned it had that metals would change into other metals. And sometimes he'd hear strange voices and music from times gone by.
But the other locals just use it to dump rubbish in.
Yeah. I mean, this guy Mel, unusual man.
Yes, it sounds so.
He said that he lowered a bucket of ice into the hole and it came back warm but still solid and flammable.
What? This is a very odd hole.
Yes. So Mel's hole is a big deal in this area. And it's like the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's ever found it.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows who Mel was.
Yeah. How wonderful.
I know. I love stories like that. I've only got one more fact about holes.
Have you? I'm completely out. So what's your last one?
Well, because I was thinking about making holes. So I've got a machine that makes holes to make ring-bound books.
Okay.
So it makes holes in paper.
Right. That's called a hole punch, isn't it?
It is called a hole punch.
Yeah.
Or a hole puncher or a paper puncher.
Yes.
And it was invented by a German, of course.
Of course.
It was invented by a German about 138 years ago.
Right.
And it's a very simple mechanism. He tried to get a patent on it, but couldn't
Right.
at the time. But you get single hole punches, eyelet punches, paper tape repair punches. There's all sorts of things that make holes in stuff. I mean, you and I probably remember that when we were filing stuff at school
Yeah.
and putting it into a file.
Yeah.
You had one of these things that made 2 holes in the paper.
I do. I think I still own one.
I think I do too.
And then you had those little...
I think it's about one of the most nicked things at the office.
Yes,
is a hole
probably is.
punch.
And then you had those little sticky-backed ring-shaped things, hole reinforcers.
Yes, that's right.
That you sort of stuck onto the around the hole
to stop them from tearing.
Stop them from tearing. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, school days.
I think that's it then for holes, isn't it?
I think so. I think we are all done.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode about holes.
Absolutely.
And if you did, you know what you could do? How about giving us a 5-star review?
Oh, that would be lovely.
And do it right now.
Yes.
We'll be here when you get back.
Yeah.
We'll just put it on pause.
We'll wait a few seconds.
Yeah, don't worry. Here you go.
Come on. Done it?
Done it? Great.
Excellent.
That's really good.
Thank you for that.
Well done. And have you told your friends? I mean, you don't have to do that now. You can do that at dinner parties or in the
Yes,
pub or something.
we won't wait for you to do that one. Just mention it in passing.
What else can they do, Simon?
They could also subscribe to this wonderful podcast so that
That's right.
they can get a lovely notification every week to say a new episode is out.
And of course, if you've spotted a glaring hole in what we've been talking about,
Excellent.
then by all means write to us at hello@factoraly.com.
Indeed.
Or leave a comment on our Facebook page.
Yes, please do. We are on a constant journey of learning, so if you've got anything to correct us about, please let us know.
And we know we're not infallible.
No, we're not. Not at all. So thank you for coming along for another fun-filled episode of
Factoraly.
Please come again next time. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.